I'm Steve, and this is CC Garage. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. Well, we got the C10 in the shop again. We got a cruise coming up. I've been driving this thing more and more, and the whole reason I built this truck to lay frame is because I want to drag blocks. Well, that being said, I'm in the process of trying to get that figured out. So here's what I got so far. As the truck is right now, if I run about 75 psi in the front and run about 5 in the back, I actually drag my license plate. Well, at work, I had some 3-inch square tubing laying in the garbage, so right now I got a piece actually the jack is holding up. So what my plan is, I'm going to cut a 45 on both ends. I'll drill through, and then that is actually sitting on the frame. So this is actually the frame right here. So we will drill through probably 2 holes, both sides. So what my plan is I bought this, come on, focus. I bought this saw like, I don't know, last summer. I literally just pulled the paper off because I've never used it. So I got this set to 45 degrees, and I hope that is 3 inches, hopefully. So I'm gonna grab a piece of tubing, plug her in, let her eat. So this saw is just gravity feed, so I'm not sure how good it's going to be, so I'm kind of rusting on it a little bit. I know it's going to be a slow process. A very slow process. So obviously I'm not going to bore you guys with how long this takes, so I'm just going to pause the video. I'll come back when I start on the other side. I might even use the mill, because what I'm going to do essentially is there's going to be bolts that go through this 45, so I'll be able to get to them from the bottom. And then I'm going to build blocks that are going to mount on here. Those will be bolted on counterboard, so that's going to be a wear item. Those will get replaced, I don't know how often, but I don't even know what size I'm going to drill them out to. I will figure that out tomorrow, but for now I just want to figure out this piece of tubing and how it's going to go in the truck. Things like that, it definitely won't win no race, but it does what I need it to, so let's go again. So every once in a while, I'm actually spraying the blade with WD-40. I kind of wish there was some sort of lube system on here. I might fabricate an air system, or some sort of air blower, but that's a later date. Okay, well, that took forever, but we got both 45s cut. Go ahead and got the grinder ready. Go ahead and clean up all the edges so you don't get cut on it. And then I just got the mill set up. Sorry, it's a mess in here. Just got this set up. I got my center bit on there. I'm going to go ahead, put the piece on there, drill, well, not this one, but drill 2 holes next to each other. And then I think I'm going to use 1/2-inch hardware, so I'm not sure if I have a 1/2-inch bit, but I know I got a bunch of stepper bits. I just don't know how good they're going to like something that thick, so we'll figure that out. So here is the progress I made today. So I put this on the mill so I can get my holes tapped. Got my blocks. Gonna go in there. They're gonna mount with 3 3/8 bolts, and then this is gonna get welded right to the bottom of the truck. I was going to try to do a research, but didn't have the material for it, so that might be another day or might not happen. I don't know. So let's go ahead, get this in the garage, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I completely forgot about the YouTube video to actually record the blocks when they're in my hand, and I just got it welded onto the truck. Oop, there's a flashlight. You see the blocks hanging down. I don't know how much I'm gonna actually like that. It's not horrible, but I don't know. It'll be cool when it's done. What I should have did was possibly just put it where the license plate is, so that way it's not noticeable. I'm gonna bolt the license plate on real quick so you guys can see it. Here's with the license plate on. I guess I can make them blocks a lot smaller. As you can tell, the license plate is bent like that because I can drag my license plate. So I think I might take those back and knock maybe another 1/2 inch off, maybe? I don't know. My front bags are at 70 PSI, and I don't even think the backs are even all the way out. Let's see. Okay, I guess the back is all the way aired out. So there's 10 PSI in the back. And at 10 PSI they are still on the ground. So normally when I'm dragging plate, I'm like 75 in the front, 0 in the back. So I think I can definitely take some material off this. Or let's see how far down I can drop the front, because I've noticed when I'm driving, because I've been cruising this a lot lately, I can run at like 55 PSI, which sits that much lower. So let's drop the front down. We're at 66. We'll call that 60 and 60 and 10. See the blocks. So even at 60 and 10, we are still laying blocks. And in the front, we still got, I don't know, 1.5 inches maybe that we can actually drop. Bring the truck over here close to the welder. I like to plug the welder right into the wall, because if I have an extension cord welding over here, you lose a lot of power. So brought it over here. I did a couple test beads, and then not a horrible overhead weld. I'm gonna get in there with the grinder and clean up that right there. But that right there is actually 2 welds on top of each other. Turned out pretty good, and same thing with the other side. So yeah, I think this weld turned out even better if the phone would actually focus good. But we're all done for now. Go ahead, set the truck down. For these blocks, they're actually, I don't know, a 1/2 inch taller. Well, I mean, I don't know if I really care for them there, but it is what it is. I might take off about a 1/2 inch or so, just so they don't stick down so far, because right now I could pretty much lay frame, and those are like 1/4 inch off the ground. I want it so I can drop the back down to like 0 and have the front at like 65, 70, but if I do that, I can't really drop the back down that much because I'll already be dragging blocks. So that is pretty much the end of this install. There's not really a whole lot to it. I think it was more machine work for me at work than anything, but you guys kind of get the point. I know this isn't going to be a super common thing that people do. I know some people still do blocks and stuff like that because it's cool, but also illegal, so don't do what I'm going to do. Also, hopefully you guys stuck around and helps the channel out. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and see you in the next one.
Steve C10 just put some spark blocks on it. Check out